Vishakha and others versus State of Rajasthan. Vishakha and others versus State of Rajasthan was a 1997 Indian Supreme Court case where various women's groups led by Naina Kapoor and her organization Sakshi filed public interest litigation against the state of Rajasthan and the central government of India to enforce the fundamental rights of working women under Articles 14, 19 and 21 of the Constitution of India. The petition was filed after Bhavri Devi, a social worker in Rajasthan, was brutally gang raped for stopping a child marriage. The court decided that the consideration of international conventions and norms are significant for the purpose of interpretation of the guarantee of gender equality, right to work with human dignity in Article 14, 15, 19, Part 1G and 21 of the Constitution, and the safeguard against sexual harassment implicit therein. The petition resulted in what are popularly known as the Vishakha Guidelines. The judgment of August 1997 given by a bench of J.S. Verma, then CJI, Sujata Manohar and B.N. Kirpal provided the basic definition of sexual harassment at the workplace and provided guidelines to deal with it. It is seen as a significant legal victory for women's group in India. Court, Supreme Court of India, full case Vishakha and others versus State of Rajasthan, decided 13 August 1997. Case history. Superseded by the Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act 2013, Sexual Harassment Act. Court membership: Judges J.S. Verma, Chief Justice, sitting Sujata V. Manohar, B.N. Kirpal. Case opinion: decision by J.S. Verma, Chief Justice. Background: in India before 1997, there were no formal guidelines for how an incident involving sexual harassment at workplace should be dealt by an employer. Women experiencing sexual harassment at workplace had to lodge a complaint under Section 354 of the Indian Penal Code that deals with the criminal assault of women to outrage women's modesty, and Section 509 that punishes an individual or individuals for using a word, gesture or act intended to insult the modesty of a woman. These sections left the interpretation of outraging women's modesty to the discretion of the police officer. During the 1990s, Rajasthan state government employee Bhavri Devi, who tried to prevent child marriage as part of her duties as a worker of the Women Development Program, was raped by the landlords of the Gujjar community, the feudal patriarchs who were enraged by her, in their words, a lowly woman from a poor and potter community. Guards decided to teach her a lesson and raped her repeatedly. This rape survivor did not get justice from Rajasthan High Court, and the rapists were allowed to go free. This inspired several women's groups and non-governmental organizations to file a petition in the Supreme Court under the collective platform of Vishakha. This case brought to the attention of the Supreme Court of India the absence of domestic law occupying the field to formulate effective measures to check the evil of sexual harassment of working women at all workplaces. Judgment. In 1997, the Supreme Court delivered a landmark judgment laying down guidelines to be followed by establishment in dealing with complaint about sexual harassment. Vishakha guidelines were stipulated by the Supreme Court of India in Vishakha and others versus the State of Rajasthan case in 1997 regarding sexual harassment at workplace. The court stated that these guidelines were to be implemented until legislation is passed to deal with the issue. The courts decided that the consideration of international conventions and norms are significant for the purpose of interpretation of the guarantee of gender equality, right to work with human dignity in Articles 14, 15, 19, 1G and 21 of the Constitution, and the safeguard against sexual harassment implicit therein. The court also defined sexual harassment as including such unwelcome sexually determined behavior, whether directly or by implication, like physical contact and advances, a demand or request for sexual favors, sexually colored remarks showing pornography, or any other unwelcome physical, verbal or non-verbal conduct of sexual nature. The court recognized that where any of these acts is committed in circumstances where under the victim of such conduct has a reasonable apprehension that in relation to the victim's employment or work, whether she is drawing salary or honorarium or voluntary, whether in government, public or private enterprise, such conduct can be humiliating and may constitute a health and safety problem. The court noted that it was discriminatory when the woman has reasonable grounds to believe that objecting to sexual harassment would disadvantage her in connection with her employment or work, including recruiting or promotion, or when it creates a hostile work environment. Thus, sexual harassment need not involve physical contact. Any act that creates a hostile work environment, be it by virtue of making lewd jokes, verbal abuse, circulating lewd rumors, etc., counts as sexual harassment. The creation of a hostile work environment through unwelcome physical, verbal or non-verbal conduct of sexual nature may consist not of a single act but of pattern of behavior comprising many such acts. Noting that in some cases the psychological stigma of reporting the conduct of a co-worker might require a great deal of courage on the part of the victim, and they may report such acts after a long period of time. The guidelines suggest that the compliance mechanism should ensure time-bound treatment of complaints, but they do not suggest that a report can only be made within a short period of time since the incident occurred. Often the police refuse to lodge FIRs for sexual harassment cases, especially where the harassment occurred some time ago. Subsequent legislation. The Supreme Court of India's judgment only proposed guidelines to alleviate the problem of sexual harassment in 1997. India finally enacted its law on prevention of sexual harassment against female employees at the workplace. The Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act 2013, Sexual Harassment Act, has been made effective on 23 April 2013 by way of publication in the Gazette of India.